And we're back with Miles Edgeworth Investigations.
Welcome to Saving. It's the March 14th, 4:18 a.m. Prosecutor's building, and Corona's finally gone.
Wait,
in this game.
Corona's finally gone.
Yeah, see how close Gumshoe is? He's in breathing distance. He's closer than 2 meters.
I could finally take his mask off. What's it with this prosecutor? I can't believe how rude it was. It was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
Oh, I'm good, okay.
Calm down, just please.
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence, you see, sir.
Have I been kicked out of the crime scene, sir?
George Reddy gets angry, but now he's mad.
True. So then now what?
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Really, sir?
For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to his Yasta key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding to the mystery surrounding my door. Right, Rob, first things first, we've got one important thing to do. Go right. No, keep going right. That's left.
Oh, right,
Rob.
hold on.
For the love of Christ, Rob. Here he is.
It looks like you're in quite a pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
I meant to be doing Mr. Payne in 2.
Oh, fair
in
enough.
4.
Then go for it.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of a prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must first find and apprehend and punish the killer accordingly post-haste. Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. Is that the best way I can think of? How gracious, I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? The best prosecutor in the entire series. Just saying.
You don't need to say this bit because it's a repeat.
I'm gonna say I don't want to keep saying this, but please don't make me do it. It's.
Isn't that the missing 0 series file, sir?
Aptly named OH. Oh!
Oh. No doubt about it. The bloody letters make our market as clear as day.
It's funny because on the other hand, if you turn it upside down, it'll have the S in the first part of the H.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Rob, it walks as ho.
Jesus.
There seems to be a few pages missing. Our feet took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So these are the O files. Yeah. So what are these O files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, eh?
Not particularly, it's just a collection of court cases. Files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
So you stole them.
They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. So Damon Gant. Oh, wait, no, not Damon Gant. It was Lance Sky, wasn't it? Shit.
So you didn't steal them.
I mean, she's chief prosecutor, not high prosecutor.
I don't know. I have my reason, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were, so it was good on karma, clearly.
And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for the specific reason, right?
Von Kammer was still in office when Edgeworth became a prosecutor, so it wouldn't be Von Kammer's office. I think it's just a random dude's office. Actually, I think I might know who it is.
Who?
But they never specifically mention it.
Who do you think it might have been?
The character we see later is dead.
Gotcha. It would seem so. I mean, if you see that does seem likely. I mean, the pages related to the case from 10 years ago are missing.
Would it explain why the thief came in and just that specific office to look for them?
Yeah.
I wonder why anyone would care so much as an old suitcase.
They will say salty bitches.
Such an old case, not an old suitcase.
I don't know why I read suit. I just...
So, guys, basketball.
My brain's dying.
What is a basketball doing here?
I swear to God, if one of you makes a Kobe joke.
F.
F to pay respects.
That's Mr. Portsmouth's prized possession, sir. Heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis.
Who does he play with, Gumshoe?
Himself.
Himself?
Yes.
Anyone else?
That's it. Himself.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in the hallway.
You're
Every
telling
sport
me?
is suitable to be played in a hallway.
What is a basketball dude doing here?
Hey, didn't this used to, I guess outside next to the building a long time ago?
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember exactly. I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently.
It was in remembrance of Kirby. Drag it?
I heard it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
Interesting.
Right. Door or bird? Or the other detective dude? Yes. Look at the fucking door, Edgeworth. Phoenix Wright doesn't have to say shit every time he's looking at the thing. 1202. These four numbers on my number plate. On a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops. Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Or the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of concerning. Right. But also the detective have to say, not detective side, the policeman. This office.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Maggie, whose room is this again?
It's Mr. Portsman's, sir.
Right. So he's my new neighbour, I see. I'll have to find a good reason to kick him out. I suppose he moved in whilst I was away overseas. Is everything alright?
Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds.
Congratulations, I was asking about this hallway in this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir.
A word of advice, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. Wow.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise.
Oh no.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth. Don't ask about the next part of it.
Oh no.
I can't let this chance pass you by. Sorry. I must remember to ask about the master key. I'll have to ask about all the other shit. I should her memory by showing her my notes to have drew the present button. That's not the present button. There you go. So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times it was not just gone but stolen, sir.
Meow. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room away from the window.
Always say, except for this one time, correct?
Well, I admit that I was a bit careless, but I have my reasons. I left it up because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the edge.
She used the master key? Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
So he was playing with someone?
This is so fun. Just once I'd have loved to play with him.
Well, now you won't get the chance ever again.
Oh.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
Second thought, I don't think I'd fit in all of that. All of them.
Use the master key. What do you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
No.
Ah,
What is it?
that's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir.
What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly.
It was around
I said
12
faster,
a.m.
faster.
Mr.
Tell me
Portsman...
faster.
Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you learned the master key to him.
No way! It's against regulations to learn the master key after anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. Well, she looks really nice in that suit.
I see.
Go shoot.
And then, what happened after that?
And he called for me to come up to his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight.
Talk about suspicious.
I know you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination on Mr. Portsman's door. About Maggie Bird.
That's irrelevant information.
But bro, it pisses me off when there's something that's not ticked. It messes my OCD. The door is locked tight.
Yeah, the old credit card trick didn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is the office of a high prosecutor, Detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective as if the average cat burglar could get through them.
So I guess only a great cat burglar will get in. That must be who the culprit is.
Might advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from. Room 1203. I take it this is Mr. Portsman's office.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me, Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly, but since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him in the next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's something because something like his birthday is December 10th. I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd.
Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why.
I give him at least 3. Bah, why even think wasting time thinking about this? A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
Mahogany.
Yeah, it's kind of majestic too. Fits in well with the ambience of the prosecutor's offices. Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified, just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense, a man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Wow.
No, just saying how it is. Just say it.
Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. I feel bad for Mr. Payne.
He must be a pain.
Do we have any pieces of logic?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we have... Master key was stolen. Use the master key. But this is a contradiction. She couldn't have locked it the second time because she didn't have the key.
Yeah. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal! I mean, sir!
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a fucking pro. I totally forgot all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now.
Watch your fucking language, Bird.
You're right, it was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key and make it look like I was locking up, sir.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door, then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Well, there we go. Logic.
Yeah, more logic. So now we only have
Files in disarray and another handgun. I don't think
No, that doesn't work. That's not going to work
those don't
together.
line up.
Let's take a look at the door again. Can you scroll down yet, or no?
Hold on, the door shouldn't have been locked, but there's an issue here. We need to deduce the lock.
Oh, yeah, now we can deduce it. That's it. Now we can deduce it.
Because
Because you're the logic, now we can deduce it.
yeah,
Here comes your Eureka.
Mr. Bolton's office, so she could not look it up.
There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence.
Every single time, like he says, there's a contradiction between reality and the evidence. I always feel like there's some fucking time warp's going to occur.
I mean, doesn't
We're
that
breaking some
contradict itself?
serious songs here.
I mean, what do you mean reality and evidence? Wouldn't that mean, aren't they technically the same?
Well, evidence suggests a reality, but the actual reality being different to the actual evidence means...
I don't know, anyways. If what Mr. Bird...
It's fine.
If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
You know, you're right.
Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir, and I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
It means... What, sir?
It means that he actually does have the key to his office. Or that the door that Miss Bird opened was not this one at all, but a completely different one.
She opened a different door, but how can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is... we need to examine these. Should be the prints on the number plate. Number plate, yeah. The print on the number plate will tell us all we need to know.
Everything? Really? Like what, sir?
Oh, we may have messed up. Okay, what is it then? Ignore that.
It's probably the prints on the doorknob.
On the doorknob, yeah. Well, we know that for sure that Detective Gumshoe's dinner will only consist of instant noodles.
Wow, that was amazing, sir. How'd you know?
Was that supposed to be a joke to cheer me up, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, that's it. Anyways, let's get back to what we're doing. Oh my Christ. Let me examine these prints on the doorknob. The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything. I thought he was going to say more.
Hey, yeah, pal. Do us a favor and see what you can do. See what you can do from this, okay? So, what did you find out?
It's not even the officer that was there, it's just that another officer has just spawned in.
There's no need for such a belligerent nostril flashing, Detective. He's already fired.
Nostril flaring.
Don't give a shit.
You can't flash a nostril, it's not a genital.
I mean, you could. It just depends how you feel about it.
Sir!
You have face light.
I have found only Mr. Portsman and Mr. Faith's prints on this doorknob.
So only 2 people's prints were found on this door. That's pretty decisive.
Yeah, I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this doorknob as well. Now, whose print should be on this knob?
Ha!
Get it? No. Ha. Ha. Anyways, don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent?
You mean...
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What do we hear? Well, we've got 2 things to look at, Rob.
Yep.
What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get to it,
I was
sir.
really half tempted to interject with a letter from your mother.
A letter from your mother. You're fired.
Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it.
I brought you 3 pieces of evidence by just like we talked about on the phone. But it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch you later, buddy. Looks like a note from the victim.
Yeah, it's for Mr. Portsman.
What's this?
What are you looking at, sir? Okay, hey, what about a game?
That's okay, Detective. I just found the position of this hook to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir. Guess I shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
Insert a joke that Rob will get mad at.
What? Jesus Christ.
You know. Oh, you know.
Come on, man.
You know. I'm not making. I didn't say the name, Rob. I haven't made it yet. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I better take note of this.
Alright, logic. Logic. Nope.
No, you're not there yet. Maggie, maybe?
Oh shit, okay. That's not what we need.
Well, do we have to talk to Maggie in order to get the thing to move along or now?
Don't know.
We'll try to take him doing that last line of dialogue. Just in case. I don't think we have everything. Miss Maggie, you were correct. I take you're an acquaintance of the detective.
She was under my supervision back when she still fell on the force, sir.
Fell on the force.
For some reason, I don't know. One day she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Also, I thought until a few hours ago, right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, and failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I've become a security guard.
That's pretty pathetic, actually. I've gone through worse.
I know, and just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
I think I know what it might actually look like. You don't need to worry about it, Miss Bird. Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about everything yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth, you can count on me. I'll do all I can to help.
Yeah, no, I just remember what it is, Rob, by talking to the person. I think we need to look at your door again. I need to look at Edward's door again.
That dog!
Like, should be able to. I think now we can examine that and now we can actually use something with it. Or either that or the doorknob, one of the two. Pick your poison. I don't see any signs of forced entry.
And according to the guard, no signs of the lock were picked over, sir.
I mean, the door really was open with a key. Did you happen to ask if anyone put into a letter from the doorknob?
Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle, wiped I think.
Whoever the thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Well, there we go. We have to just look at the door. Poking around inside this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways, I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer is? Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind of this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
I knew it! That's exactly what my logic sensors were telling me to. I suspect it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir.
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. I am going to shoot you both.
Not again.
Come what may, it's time to knock on the truth's door. That's right, anything behind this door is the truth.
Portsman, I have finished processing the bloody litter, sir. Alright, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here.
Also, you're fired.
Not again.
Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this.
Cool.
Hit him in the face.
That was nice.
Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe.
End of the line for you, pal. Portsman, got you now.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke. We know Mr. Jarks, Portsman, that you're the guilty party in this case.
Good. You must be pretty upset of getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay if you promise to stay out of our way.
You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through your unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl.
Who would ever have thought it would ever come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right?
Oh shit.
The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with the guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know?
Are you done trying to play mind games with me because they won't work? Don't you think you should be using that mouth of yours for an extra... Fucking Christ.
Talk.
Don't you think you should...
Slower.
The only... Oh my Christ, because now... Let me drink something. I need to drink. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Or that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up.
Well, aren't we foolish ourselves, even though you have yet to prove anything? I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I got work to do, so we're done here.
Sorry, but we're not finished yet.
Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something.
I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on, with evidence.
Alright, Mr. Bitch-Ass.
Who are you calling a bitch-ass, bitch-ass?
We have to present the key to this one.
I believe we're able to open my office door with the master key, no less.
Objection! Wait, hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know.
Precisely, you were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct... That's right, you use your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. You asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes?
Yeah, I kinda forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know?
But the room you had Miss Bird open at the time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See, Miss Bird backs up my story.
Yet what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking that what you wanted?
Ha! And how do you suppose I did that?
By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right, they do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then used the one very other important thing to give a very strong impression, because I completely dusted them. That's if I say that, maybe. The door she was opening was yours, and not mine, in fact. What was it Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room?
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite a peculiar fixture in the hallway, let alone the hallway in this building. But it's why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a... Oh, excuse me, sorry about it. Of a peculiar prosecutor.
That's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit in front of my office to be sure.
I see. So that's how you throw suspicious on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack.
Okay.
Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
Well, we have evidence against that. So he tends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
You should have said Gumshoe's jacket. Please calm down, for I intend to show you who's truly the one covered in slime here.
Wouldn't that be like no one? Because no one's covered in slime?
Gumshoe, release the traps!
Oh shit! I had to go open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time.
Evidence. Probably have evidence for that.
For this one?
Yes.
Where
was he? Where were you, bitch? You vented cover. That was a lie.
We'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth Investigations.